What up, Herd? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers with your friends from CBSI. And joining us, per the usual, we have Mr. Mike the Man Morello from CBSI. How you doing, Mike?
I'm really, really well. And any night I get to hang out and talk funny books with you guys is a good night. I had a dumpster fire of a day today, and I really need this today. So it's really great to be here with you guys and talking nerd stuff.
It's always a pleasure, Mike. It's always a pleasure. So hopefully we can brighten up your day.
Thanks.
What about you, Jeff? How you doing?
I am doing great. I took the day off because I knew I am getting old, and yesterday was a damn physical, draining, and exhausting day. Yeah. Big Rob can attest to that for sure. He was even more stressed than I was. So I can't wait to talk about covers. I got lucky. I got to be at my LCS today, and I got to look at these covers myself. So at least the incentives. So let's, before we get to that, let's talk to Big Rob.
Hey guys, Big Rob, Robson Haven on Instagram, and yes, happy beautiful Tuesday morning, pre-dawn to comic book day. Over excited for tomorrow. A lot of beautiful covers coming out tomorrow, so ready to talk about them.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just jump right into it and let's get her started.
Alonzo, we never asked you how you're doing. How you doing?
Oh, well, I'm doing peachy. I mean, I get to hang out with you guys. Had a great weekend with Big Rob and Jeff watching The Batman, as well as hanging out with them, at Near Mid Sundays. I mean, it was a jam-packed, it was a nerd fest this weekend, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Nice. I also saw Batman last night.
Oh, and what did you think?
I really liked it. I thought it was too long. It needed to be edited better, but otherwise I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there was like a certain area that could have been trimmed down a little bit, but it was still a great movie.
Yep. 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would say about 20 minutes could get cut like right after the last. I won't give anything.
Yeah. No spoilers.
When the tone of the movie changes a little bit, 20 minutes could have gotten chopped.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, guys. This is the part of the show where we get to talk about the incentives that are coming out this week. So they're going to be either DC coming out on Tuesdays or the rest of the group of publishers on Wednesday. So here we go with our first incentive. And we have The Punisher #1 by Jen Partel, and it is a 1 in 50. You know what? Let's start with Big Rob, because I know he's a huge fan of the new iconic logo for The Punisher. So, Big Rob, what are your thoughts?
I thought that day would never come that I actually don't like a Jen Bartel cover, but this day has actually come. This fucking symbol just ruined this cover. I love the coloring. Like, dude, I love her art. Even her I love. She's beautiful. But dude, this fucking symbol is driving me up the wall. I hate it. It's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Fucking Marvel. It's just I hate you. I'm never buying this book, by the way. So your turn.
I'm with
Rob's
you.
leaving the show. He's like, we're canceling The Punisher, right? Is that it?
Seriously, I'm with you. I mean, I can't get. I love Jen Bartel also for all the same reasons. She's usually very colorful and just beautiful stuff, really eye-catching covers. And while the concept isn't a terrible concept, why fuck with that? Why would you ever take such an iconic thing and mess with it? I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish with this, other than turn people off. You're not going to gain fans with this. So I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the execution of sort of her part, the under part of the cover, but this is not it, man. This is a dumpster fire.
I understand Marvel's reasoning, but it just doesn't matter. It's not worth it what they did.
It's not worth it.
So
what about you, Jeff?
So both gentlemen here have been vehemently against this new symbol. I get it. I know it's this cancel culture. Look, I don't want to make it political. It is what it is. People have used the symbol a different way, and this goes throughout history, right? Going all the way back to World War II, probably even before that, people have reused symbols and or change symbols to placate other people. So I understand again why they're doing it. To me, the if you took the mask off, that stencil across his face, it actually is a good cover.
Yeah, you can say that.
I think she drew Punisher really well. I think the face looks really chiseled. He looks like he's pissed off. I like that, but I've seen this in person, and that stencil of that mask really screws up the whole thing. Honestly, it does.
And I get the cancel thing, but that doesn't erase 47 years of Punisher, though. Like,
no,
that's the symbol, man. Like, you're not going to get rid of all that. It exists out there in the market. Doing this doesn't make people forget about close to 50 years of this character and the symbol on his chest. I mean, I don't know. And people are going to use things the way they want to use them, no matter what, and they're going to misuse them. And that doesn't mean you have to destroy something so iconic. Just, I don't know.
And I tell you one thing, I bet this would have been a hottest ratio if that was a skull on his face drawn like that. I guarantee it. That would have been the hottest thing. You would have hit so many different people's soft spots, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
It'd been like Day of the Dead kind of reminiscent.
Yeah.
It would have been dope, I think. It's just sad that it is what it is.
My opinion, this new symbol actually brought to light more those douchebags who hijacked the symbol and gave them more marketing for them. So all that Marvel did is made it worse. So it was, it's just stupid, the whole decision in general.
Agree.
So I agree with everything all of you guys have said. The only thing I'd like to add is, what if this was like an acetate cover where you would open the acetate, right? And then you'd have
scissors.
Right?
Trim that bitch off, man.
I'm just saying. But
all
around the back.
Yeah, or cut it.
Fold it.
Like Big Rob said.
Fold it, yeah. Forget it. Who cares about the damage?
I agree. I love Jen Bartel. I do like the Punisher, like Jeff had mentioned. I mean, the Punisher looks great, and you have Jen Bartel working on a lot of covers that are very light. This is one that I feel it's very gritty, and she did a really good job with it.
Yeah, it's different for her color-wise, anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I just don't like the symbol or the logo right on his face. I'm just like, oh god. All right, moving on to something better, I hope. We have Han Solo and Chewbacca by Phil Noto, and it's a 1 in 25. Let's start off with Mike, one of the Star Wars guys here on the show. Mike, what are your thoughts?
Love it. Noto has always been a hit or miss guy for me throughout the years, depending on what he's drawing, but he certainly knows what he's doing when it comes to Star Wars. This feels like a movie poster. Everybody's drawn great. The color's nice and subtle. It's a beautiful cover. And I usually don't like 4-ish, 5-ish character kind of covers. This is laid out really well. I think it's fantastic. I want one of these. I think it's a great classic cover.
Ditto for all that as well. I love it. It's pre-order for me. I definitely getting this. It almost feels like they're standing in front of that sideshow piece, that 1/4 scale one, that Java.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what it feels like to me a little bit. It's so lifelike and realistic, and just beautiful colors. Noto he's one of the best artists out there. This book is a home run, and actually there is some first appearances as well in this book.
2, I think. Yeah.
Might be.
I think there's 2. Yeah.
This book, guys.
I'm also a huge Jabba fan and all the things in the palace, and I actually own JabbasPalace.com.
Oh my god!
Oh gosh! I hope Disney comes to you.
Me too. I also own BobasPalace.com, by the way.
Oh my gosh! I really hope they go to you.
So yeah, anything with Jabba and any piece of the palace that's in there, I'm all about it. So that's an extra little hit for me. But
nice.
Yeah, I love how there's so much detail everywhere. There's so many different layers to this cover. And like I said, I've seen this in person, and it does look beautiful. The colors pop, the way his shading is, and I do love like all the different people. Do you remember the back in the days when like in the 80s where the toy boxes would have like people's artwork on it, like those really great artwork? This
Motu.
reminds me like this could be in like a backing card or something,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh. Yeah.
So
I like that.
Motu all the way.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely go get it. If you can get it, I think right now, I think it's possible to get this like under ratio.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
People are charging under ratio? That's not a smart move.
So here's I'm with you guys. I love this cover a whole lot. I just wish this was a virgin variant. That Han Solo and Chewbacca like take up so much of the top. I wish it was gone, so you can like see more of Han's hair in the Millennium Falcon.
Don't worry,
Maybe
give
beautiful
Frankie's
hair.
are unknown about a week and they'll have one.
I'll fucking ruin it.
Can I not say that?
They might ruin this cover, right? Please don't
Please
do
don't
that.
ruin it.
No, but I wish it would take that.
They could
that
put
trade
Han Solo
dress.
and Chewbacca right over the butt of the. Oh wait, that's the wrong cover. Sorry, that's DC's fault. That was DC's fault. That's
I see that, Alonzo, but I personally I do like the font. Me, it's my perspective on
Maybe
this.
make it smaller and move it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe like
Just not covering his head.
20% smaller, right?
Yeah,
would have been
exactly.
probably a smarter move. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I'm in total agreement. I mean, this cover is just beautiful. It really is.
Yeah, I hope I can get one of those.
You're going to be like eBay now.
Yeah, kind of.
And then also speaking, we also have another Han Solo and Chewbacca incentive. And this one comes from Adam Hughes. And it is also a 1 in 50, or not also 1 in 50, but it is a 1 in 50. I'm sorry. So Big Rob, what are your thoughts on this one?
Okay, well, it's not as good as the Noto, but it is a hot artist, Adam Hughes. I personally do like this cover. It's a 1 in 50, so that spec play is definitely in value for this because it's just the rarity of the book, right? The only big gripe I really have against this book is Chewbacca's eyes. I don't see them; they're completely gone. What happened to the eyes, Adam? But besides that, I love it. And maybe because he is going kind of almost a negative variant vibe to it as well, because you can see Han Solo's pants; they're fading into space. So he kind of touched on that. So it's interesting. I like it. So a lot of people that don't like this because the face is a little too filter, that Instagram filter vibe to it.
Instagram filter.
It's what it looks like. You see those chicks with those Instagram filters, it's just totally like smooth out everything. That's what happened to Han Solo's face. But I still like it. Maybe I'm just a Star Wars crazy person, but I actually do like it, and I pre-ordered this as well. So I'm definitely in on this book.
I just saw what it reminded me of. So the artwork, it's like that AHA music video where it like fades to the cartoon.
Take on me.
Yes, right. That's how it kind of looks like, right? Like it like he was a real person and they cartooned him.
Yeah.
Oh,
remember that was called posterizing. Remember?
Yes. So this is what it feels like. So the 80s had those kind of posters as well, right?
Yeah.
Also, that Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr. film when there was all with Woody Harrelson is all animated.
Something dark, right?
Yeah, something darkly or something like that.
Through a glass, in a glass, darkly through a glass,
something like that. But the whole film is that. That's basically that animation. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so it does look pretty cool. I like the twin suns. Again, I like the Millennium Falcon details in the background. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I like the bottom half of it, but it's you're not going to get this for ratio. This is going higher than ratio. I believe my LCS had it for 60, and they always price it lower than eBay.
Wow.
So good luck getting this.
Where's his eyes?
If anyone ever reads anything I write, I'm obviously a Hughes homer, and I'm a Star Wars homer. So this is hitting me in all the right spots. I want one. I don't think this is prime Hughes. I think that there are better Hughes Star Wars, even better Hughes Han Solo covers in the past. But yeah, this will be hot. This got first appearances in it. It's a 1 in 50. A lot of stores won't get it. I think it's going to be a hot book. I like it a lot. I see all the things you're saying, Rob. You're right. Some weird choices there, but there's like programming in my head that says must have Hughes, must have Hughes. Every time I see it, his style just, it speaks to me every time, especially when there's a girl on the cover. We don't have a girl on this cover, but I do like it, don't love it. It's one of those kinds of things, but I would like to get my hands on one if I could.
I know if your LCS is selling it for $60, Jeff, I may be interested.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know because I can go back tomorrow and pick it up.
All right.
Or I'll put it in my pool box.
Okay. I like it. All right. And then we have another, keeping up with the Star Wars trend, we have Crimson Reign #3 by David Nakayama, and this one is a 1 in 50. Mike, what are your thoughts?
Nope. Not as a 1 in 50. This should have just been a regular cover. It's okay. It's definitely not Nakayama's best. This character's been on covers. It's not anything special to me. It's good art. There's nothing wrong with it. But if I'm going to be paying $50 out the door for this, or even 40 out the door for this, I don't want it. It's just B cover level to me.
Yeah, I agree. 1 in 50 is tough, especially this week. There's so many great incentive covers.
Yeah,
I'm already spending a lot of money.
Yeah,
I don't want to spend another $50, $75 on this. I love the tattoo detail all over his body. That's really great detail on David. I'm not going to knock him for the execution. The execution is great, I think. But this character's in a bunch of covers, especially issue 4. He's in a ton of covers.
Yep.
So there's no reason to even, unless there's something crazy going on inside that we don't know of.
Nothing I'm aware of.
Yeah. Dude, this would have been nice if it's a $10 book or less.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd pick it up all day for that. But
yeah, this book is a hot book for some reason. I don't know why. Again, what they all said, I agree. Not the best Nakayama, but also there's nothing wrong with it. It is a little more plain to me, though, in a sense of like the stance. It's just kind of regular. There's nothing special about it. I do like the Knights of Ren in the background. So I wouldn't pay ratio, but I'm pretty sure it's going over.
Yeah, it has to.
So I may be in the minority here, but I dig this cover. But I will have to say that we had a better piece of art last week where he had the fur and all that other stuff. I mean, that one looked amazing. If I compare it to that one, then I'm like, yeah, this one's meh.
Mm-hmm.
But just taking it for what it is, I like it. I like the orange and the yellow background. I do like, to Jeff's point, the Knights of Ren in the background. I wish it would have a little bit more detail. I mean, some of those don't even have eyes, Big Rob. But
eyes, Chico, they never lie.
It's selling for double ratio.
Woo-hoo.
Wow,
$100, and the Noto is under ratio.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I know that's the state of our hobby, bro. That's where we are.
Something's got to be going on with this book.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of what it is, but yeah, there must be something.
The Raza's better.
Nah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or even the Black K. Isn't there a Black K cover for this too?
There is, and the Dr. Afro one looks pretty good too.
Yep.
The green lady one with the troopers behind her. That one, I forgot her name.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about that too. Yep.
Yeah, that one's better.
Cool.
Agreed.
All right. And then here we have the animation variant 1 in 25 for Captain Carter #1. Jeff, talk to me about this one.
I am a sucker for these old homage covers. I don't know what it is. It's maybe it's that Silver Age taste that I have, like that. I love Silver Age covers. I love like these pulpy kind of covers as well. And the fact that it looks exactly like the animation, I'm with it. And I definitely picked it up. It's in my pool box. There's no way I was leaving this one behind. And of course, it's Captain Carter's first appearance, so it is a key issue. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I can't complain about it. I hope you guys all agree.
I absolutely agree, and you used all the right words too. That sort of silver bronze feel to it. I love pulp stuff too, actual pulps too. I collect those too. You're right. It's great layout, great colors, great matching up of the animation of her. A really great pose, tough but pretty. The layout's great. I can't complain about anything on that. I really want one, and I'm super jealous that you have it. I'm hoping to get my hands on a copy, but I think I'm probably gonna have to pay through the nose for it. But I really, really want it. Not because it's a key, as much as it's because it's a great cover. I mean, it's just a great cover. I think this might be the best cover of the week of anything.
Yeah, and FYI, it's definitely going for more than double ratio.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jesus Christ! All right,
yeah, I pre-ordered 70-ish.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I pre-ordered this one as well. This is why I didn't get the DNA. Another reason. This book's brilliant. The eyes have it right. This shit is it's great. Everything you guys said is correct. This book might pick up even more value in the future. It's just one of them books that I think people will remember. And this character obviously has great speculation future here with the possibility of being on Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and all that jazz. Yeah, man, this is great. It's awesome. What do you think, Alonso?
I don't think there's anything more that I can add to what you guys have said already. It is a great cover. I wish I had pre-ordered it. By the time I got around to it, all of the places that I normally kind of use, all the online stores had sold out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So it's going to be tough. I'm going to have to get it in the secondary market now. So I'm like, oh, this is just terrific.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. We're going to be feeling that same pain.
Yeah, because it's going to get a big boost that first week of May.
Yeah, because as soon as the art came out for this, I immediately DM'd my comic shop. I want this. Put this on my poll. This before FOC, of course, and all that. I had to get it.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I wish I was lucky enough to get it. All right, so I mean, I wonder what can follow up this cover. The
greatest ever.
Right, here we go.
Wow, well done. Well done.
I know. Are we done with the show now? I mean, we have
drop the mic.
Lies of Wolverine by Stan Sakai. It is a 1 in 25, and it is ugly. Who wants to go first? Who wants to
I would buy. Oh, you want to go? Go ahead, Rob. Go. You go.
I just want to say, I actually want this cover now because it's so fucking ugly.
It's gone all the way around, full circle for you.
I love Sakai. I love Usagi Jimbo. I met the man in person. He's a very gentle man, a very nice man. He signed my books. He's an awesome person. But his depiction of Wolverine in feudal Japan is just out of this fucking trippy world. If I could get it for $10 or less, I totally would buy this. I mean, for $10 or less, of course. I'm not paying $25.
So I guess I'm picking up 2 books for Team Nerd Herd this week.
Oh, okay. There you go.
How much was this one at your LCS?
It's $10.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's mine then.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
I would buy. So if you've seen the Adi Granoff for this, that's the one you want, and it's not even an incentive. Yeah. I would buy 25 fucking copies of the Adi Granoff before you could make me take this home. I would eat 25 copies of it. If you
don't want it on your wall, Mike? Come on.
This? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Scare the kids.
Right over the fireplace.
Right next to all my OA. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
And Stan is great. You're right. Stan does his thing for his thing perfectly. And I would buy that stuff all day long. It's nothing against Stan. And it's nothing against Usagi. It's nothing against any of his past work. This particular cover is bad.
Yeah, I liked his Usagi with his wife. I liked his Deadpool. I think is a Black, White, and Blood number 3.
Yep.
So I have one of them. But when I saw this in person, I go, oh my God, it's even uglier in person because
God.
Is it really? Is that possible?
Because look at its neck. His neck stands out so much.
I can't even tell what its neck is.
And
It's a fucking pet dispenser, dude. It's like a real life pet dispenser.
I felt like he treated it like a turtle coming out of its shell.
Yeah, that's what.
And I was just like, oh no. I mean,
he was thinking Ninja Turtles, bro. That's fine.
And it's funny because we have someone on Team Nerd Herd who really loves this artwork. So, and it's nobody here.
No, it's not.
But
actually, like loves it for the work.
Yeah,
so, okay.
And I love Stan Sakai too. And this hurt me. I wanted it, but I don't know. I can't put this in my box. No way.
No, I can't let you.
It might make your other books look ugly.
We might have to have an intervention.
Yeah. Rob's already taking the dive. It's okay.
Okay, Rob, you're gonna take one for the team on this one. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think, Alonzo?
Oh my god, it's horrible. I'm like, it hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
It's just really bad. I mean, the coloring is bad. It's just bad.
Yeah. It's like when they say, "Don't look at a nuclear bomb when it blows up." The white light, it just close your eyes. It's kind of that.
Oh
vibe.
my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. The white lights will blind you out.
Yep. Let's just move on really quickly.
Please.
Oh my god. All right. We have incentive for Dracula, and it's by Ergen Gundutz. And it is a 1 in 20. And this is a homage. So, Jeff, what are your thoughts on this one?
So this is the homage to the first Vampirella magazine,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
for Zeta.
Yeah. I like it, but there's something with the face that there's something.
Butterface.
Yeah. Everything else about it is cool. I like how the wings are faded in the back. There's it feels like there's this disaster in the background on the right hand side, but I don't know. I don't like the colors. The colors are throwing me. So I'm a no on this.
This was originally a painted cover for Zeta. Beautiful, iconic. This is one of those covers that you just don't fuck with if you can't do it right, in my opinion. And that's, look, I don't know this artist, and honestly, I am a sucker for Dynamite covers when they're good. And a couple of people have homaged this in the past and done a great job. People like Ross and a couple of others that escape my mind. I can picture the covers, but I don't know who the artists are. And they've done it right. They've done fully painted, beautiful versions of this. And I think it's just one of those covers you should not try to homage unless you are honestly a master. And this is not masterful. So it's okay. If someone handed it to me, I might take it home, but I certainly wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah. At first I said, "Oh, the colors are not bad." And I'm like, "Oh, it's Shep Brown. Maybe not."
Yeah, that messed me up.
Yeah, so I was like, "Damn, no." The face, yeah, straight butterface, dude. It's not good. I applaud the attempt, but like I said, it's a very difficult cover to do really well. It just didn't come off right.
Proportions are off.
Yeah. The hips, the thighs. There's no kneecaps. Yeah, dude, it's just this is tough. Yeah, I'm sorry, guy.
Sorry, Ugur Gunduz.
I mean, at least he beat Sakai this week.
He does beat Sakai this week, and that's saying something. Actually, he can say that. He can put that on his resume.
That's right. He can.
I'm better than Sakai.
And since we're kind of on the Dracula train, here we go by Jaime Biggs, and it's a 1 out of 11 incentive, and this is a wizard homage. So, guys,
what is happening on this cover? What is? I mean, I know it's a. Someone else go, please.
Dude, I'll be honest. Maybe I'm just a bad person. The first thing I thought is spread eagle. It's just like, dude, this is wrong. Just the pose, everything about it is just. I know it's homaging the wizard. Number one, I own it. I love it to death. But this depiction of it is one of the worst depictions I've ever seen of that. It's so wrong in so many ways. The colors, the lines, the the way it posted. Who the hell is reading Draculina? To be honest, that's what it is, right? Draculina. You couldn't even tell, honestly.
Rose Dash fans are reading it.
It looks like some. Even at them, I don't know if they're reading it, to be honest. But dude, the background is just the most boring Shep Brown with a sparkle of light background ever. The Shep Brown on the other one was at least Shep Brown. It was being truthful to itself, you know.
You know what this feels like to me? This feels like a 12-year-old kid took a good piece of art and tried to trace it and then inked it. That's what it feels like, because all the shit's out of whack. Like everything's so, and that's what happens when you trace something badly. Like the paper moves just a little bit, and you're like, "Oh, I'll just fill in the blank there, and then just fuck it, ink it and color it, and we'll be done. We'll call it done." I mean, I don't know. It's a mess, and you know, I like that Wizard cover too. It's sort of an iconic kind of classic cover.
McFarlane, right? Yeah,
it is. Yeah. This is not.
I can see where the shifting occurred. It shift up and down because the freaking legs, the feet are like way longer. Those shoes are way longer than it should be.
Yep.
I know it shifted to the right a little because look at her right leg. I mean, or her left leg technically. That it's just like it bulged to the right all of a sudden. Oh my god, this is so ugly.
And I know chains do that in McFarlane world, but they don't do that.
I don't know who Jimmy Biggs is. I'm pretty sure maybe he's a good artist, but this is something like I probably could draw. It's so fucking bad. It's like I'm a shitty artist. I can't draw for shit, to be honest. But I could probably do this.
I didn't even know what I was looking at when I first saw it when I was doing my article this week, and I looked at it. I'm like, what is actually going on? What is all that? And then I realized I started to be able to place the limbs. Mm-hmm. What was what? It took me a good 30 seconds to really figure out what the hell I was looking at, which is not a good sign, bro.
Dude, the perspective of that left leg or her right leg is just so crazy.
When I know the anatomy of Venom and Xenomorph better than a human, that's bad.
So we had Stan Sakai, and now we have this. So which one who did it worse?
I'd rather have this cover than the Stan Sakai.
Nah, I think I'd rather have Stan Sakai than this.
I might have to take this.
There is
at least the other one's like a drug trip. I was like, he was on drugs when he drew this shit.
Okay, I would take this Sakai just for the just because it's so ugly that it comes back around and you go, it's gonna be memorable. That's the only reason. And I can probably get it for cheap. I probably get it for the same price this goes for. This might go for $8 for $2 more. I don't know.
No,
$1. I'll buy this for $1.
This is $1 bin book.
I hope no one got this.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah, we just tore it apart. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
I'm sorry, Jamie Biggs. I'm sure you're not a bad artist.
No, I'm sure too.
And I apologize for whatever they made you do here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is great. Okay, and then we have a one by Juan Samu, and it's Elvira meets Vincent Price, and it is number 5, and it is a 1 out of 15. Mike, lay it on.
I really like this. Great line work. Has kind of a sort of a golden age feel to it. I'm looking up the color now. I'm assuming that the A or B cover is the color version of this cover.
Yes.
And I don't remember it real well. Hopefully they colored it well. I would love to actually see this done 4-color. That would be kind of cool, golden age 4-color. I dig it. I mean, it's got all the things I like about old school covers. Has that pulpy feel, kind of feels almost Francavilla-ish as well, because of the black and white. The line work's incredible, and the ink work is really great. I think I'll probably prefer the colored version, but I really do like this artwork.
To me, Elvira is equally as important as Universal Monsters, as Frankenstein, as Dracula. I hold her in that high regard. I wouldn't really want to love this cover. Something really bothers me is just Vincent Price's head. It's this giant potato head. It's just really, really big. It's kind of out of proportion to me, in my opinion. But besides that, the execution is good. The lines, everything Mike says, good. Can we have Elvira meets the creature from the Black Lagoon? Why Vincent Price? Really? Are we really just itching to read Vincent Price's comic books, but whatever. Yeah, it's good. It's a decent cover.
So when I was growing up, I always thought of Vincent Price as Doctor Strange. He just looked the part.
Yeah, he does.
He just like perfectly looked like him. I do get what you're saying. I even think Vincent Price's like bottom half of his face, his cheeks look a little fatter than they should be.
Yeah,
potato head.
But that's the only problem I have with it. I get why they kind of made him bigger. It just kind of like it's just that kind of pulpy look. I really like how Elvira looks. I like the dress.
This is an homage, right? I think it's an homage to an older cover, right?
is this a
it
too much
like a homage to like a Neil Adams piece of work?
Yeah, I like it. I really do. I do wish it was in color though, but I get it. It's a 1 in 15. That's how all these go.
There is the A cover is the color version of this.
Yep, and there's also a Virgin variant that's also in color.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's probably a 1 in 20. If I had to guess from Dynamite, it sounds like a 1 in 20 move for them.
Vincent Price was more famous probably for his Michael Jackson video that ended.
Oh, come on. And then you had the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo with Vincent Price. That was awesome.
That's number 2. Plus the 50 movies you did, but no one remembers that shit.
They're good though.
I love watching him.
You have 2 iconic people on this cover, right? I mean, you have Vincent
iconic,
Price,
yeah.
Right, and then you have Elvira. I like this. I like this mashup. I wish I knew what it was about. Would I have picked it up? Probably not. But I like the cover. I like this sketch and ink work here. I actually prefer this over the color.
I do too. I was just looking at the color. I agree. Some of the things we don't like about this cover are accentuated with the color, like the potato head cheeks are accentuated with the color. And I really don't like the colors they chose for the trade dress either. They don't really match the cover when you look at the way it's colored. I wish they'd chosen different colors for that. But
So you chose wisely, Alonzo.
I try. There was something off about the cover or the color. That's why I probably chose this one.
Yeah,
the background. I love the background.
Yeah, me too.
The sky. Oh,
yeah, sky's dope.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, thank you. And moving on to one of my favorite artists, Peach Momoko, and this is the 1 in 100 variant for Gwenverse. And I'll start it off because I love this cover. I dig it. I love the whole like design variant that the Peach is going for. It doesn't have the lemongrass, which I know Mike is probably disappointed in.
It's not on her chest right there. I thought that was a lemongrass on her chest.
It's part of her hair, but I mean, I'm digging it. I mean, Captain Marvel or Gwen as Captain Marvel. I mean, she looks great. I mean, I love the design of the costume. I love everything about it. Like, I am 100% in on this one.
I'm in a agreement in the sense of this is a really great cover for at least a design variant. I like the way she looks. I like the design. I don't know if I'm paying $100 for it. I really don't. I would be even pushing 50 for me. I don't know why it's the 1 in 100, but I get it. It's Momoko and it's Gwen Stacy, so they had to make a 1 in 100. But I guarantee you, it's probably going for that on eBay. I had to pass. I actually let this one go. I could have got it. There was 2 at my LCS, and I passed.
How much was your LCS asking for it?
I believe they were asking 100 for it. So we're asking ratio. So they weren't being overly greedy, but I think there's probably going to be the lowest that gets on eBay, and they're going to be gone. So I mean, if you're a Momoko fan, you probably have to have this. I am a Momoko fan, but I can't. I've been spending way too much on incentives this week, so I'm already dying in my wallet. So. I sorry, Momoko. I had to pass on this one.
Better than Peach Momoko's art does match well with the character's soft features, so it looks nice. Nothing crazy. It's good art. It's okay. It's not earth shattering or anything, but It matches well her art with the character's features. As for 1 in 100, there's something crazy, out of the world, earth shattering, and the guts has to happen for me to pay $100. If it's not in there, there's no way. This would have been a nice 1 in 25 or less, maybe, but 1 in 100 now.
I think technically there's going to be a lot of first appearances in it because they're going to be like different versions or different universe versions of Gwen Stacy, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be technically their first appearances, or at least the majority of them. I think she's seen some in like a cameo on like a television screen or something. Yeah. But yeah. What do you think, Alonso?
No. I'm
Mike.
Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
Here we go, Mike.
Okay, so I'm gonna compartmentalize here for a second. From an artistic standpoint, I actually like this cover. I know the world is crashing down around all of us.
Lightning bolt.
Look, and I have in the past. So I hold these kinds of artists to high standards. When they're this popular and people spend this much money on them, their art better be good. And if it isn't, then I'm going to bash it. If it is good, I'm going to give it the praise it deserves. I loved that X-23 cover she did 2 weeks ago. I thought it was a great cover. I really like a couple of her older covers. I like her Red Sonja cover, and I really like this. I agree with Rob. The features of the character go really well with her style, nice and soft. So now here's my compartmentalization. These design variants are always 1 in 10s, maybe 1 in 25s. And this should have been a $10 to $20 book. This is a classic case of cry foul, Marvel fucking its people, knowing full well that it could get people to buy 100 copies of this thing just so that they would get a copy of this book. And that really pisses me off a lot because people are going to pay, and shops are going to order 100 copies of this just to get this book, and then they're going to jack that price up to get their money back, and people are going to pay it, and it's just going to keep that hype train going. And I really don't like that. That really bothers me when this kind of stuff happens. This should have been a 1 in 10 design variant. People would have gone apeshit for it. It probably still would have been a $100 book.
Yeah.
But no, now you got to get people to buy 100 copies of this damn thing, which they may do anyway, because there's going to probably be some first appearances in it. But that's why I hate this book. But from an artistic standpoint, I got to give Peach this one. I do like it.
There's a whole Facebook page dedicated to this artist. I wonder how they feel, because they're the ones that can buy all this shit all the time. They must be pissed.
Yeah, it really sucks. All those design variants are basically 1 in 10s.
Yeah.
I do not understand how it became a 1 in 100 all of a sudden. Design variants are very played out and plain.
Yeah. And there's multiples, right? There's another series with a 1 in 100 design variant, right?
I didn't see it.
Maybe not this week, but coming up, I think.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I actually, there's this. Why is it a 1 in 100? That's my question.
I've seen a couple of these B1 in 25s here and there, and I could see them boosting it to that and not really be too dirty by doing that. But man, 1 in 100 is tough. That is a kick in the ass, man. That is really not fair to people, in my opinion, because they're going to want this.
It hurt me to pass. Yeah,
and that makes me want to pass. Yeah, same.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Thanks, Elsa.
She was right.
Alonzo, what do you think? Did you
talk about this? I started this whole thing off. I mean, I love it. Would I pay $100 for this one? I'm kind of on. I'm on the fence.
You're gonna really like Peach.
I do. I actually own a piece of original art by Peach. You know, the Double Trouble issue #2 with Venom and SpiderMan. I dig it. I love her stuff. I mean, for me, I'm like, do I want to pay all that money for this book? And it's tough. I'm on the fence.
There's a question: is this book going to be heavily ordered?
I'm thinking. Well, here's the thing, right? Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her, Gwen Stacy. Yeah. It's an extremely popular character. Mm-hmm. You are going to see different variants of her in this book, which could also be driving it. And we also have a lot of store exclusives for this issue.
You don't say.
No.
You know?
So it's not rare.
It's not going to be rare by any means.
Because they're all going to get 30 copies of it.
I mean Jeff had mentioned, his LCS has 2 of these, so they had to have ordered 200.
Damn.
You know, but
it's not worth it.
You know what helps it though? Here's what helps it: that DNA A cover. That's what helps you order 200 copies for a smaller LCS. And my LCS is not that big. It's like a medium size, a small LCS.
Medium, yeah.
Yeah, about medium. But I mean, ordering 200 of this issue is a lot. I get it. But she is Miles Light, in my opinion. She is like right behind Miles with that popularity with the kids and the upcoming, collectors. And let me tell you this: we were at Near Mint Sundays yesterday at our little con, and we saw like half of these people, or a quarter, like a third to half of these people were like kids buying comic books, like $100, $200. These kids are collecting.
I mean, if you look at it this way, I mean, you're absolutely right, Jeff. Like, if you're a boy, it's like Miles Morales is Spider-Man, right? If you're a girl, you're like, oh, well, Gwen Stacy, like Spider-Gwen. Mm-hmm. So I can totally see that.
Yeah.
So I don't think this book is underordered by any means. I don't think this particular book will be rare per se versus other 1-in-100s that we've kind of seen. But yeah, I'm on the fence on paying the cash for this one. All right. And then this brings us to our store exclusives. So these are the store exclusives that have been released, or not released per se, but kind of we've been notified that these are going to be out. So here we go. Our first stop is from Bjorn Berens, and it is a homage to Hulk 181. It is What If Miles Morales Became Wolverine, and you can find it in KRS and Eastside Comics. LE of 3,000, and the Virgin variant is 1,000. Gentlemen, who would like to go first?
Don't know if I care about Wolveralis here, but
Wolveralis.
That was good.
But I mean, it's Berens crushing it. I mean, this thing is insane.
Miles Arene.
Yeah, Miles Arene. It is. I mean, his style's cool. So there's some weird things going on that I'm not sure I love. Upper body being that big for Venom's a little much for me, but I mean, that's sort of this guy's style, doing stuff like this, just exaggerating the evil. If you've seen his Spawn covers, that's kind of what he does. I actually dig it with the trade dress over the one without the trade dress. Not sure why exactly. It just does it for me. It just kind of got that old school What If feel to it. His detail is outstanding. I mean, I don't know what his method is. I'd love to talk to him and find out what his method is. If these are not digital, if these are actually painted, I might pass out. If they're digital, then I understand. But just fantastic detail, fantastic rendering, awesome lighting, a lot of impact on this cover. I am super sick of 181 homages, but this one feels enough like it isn't one to not bother me too much. So I do dig this one.
Trade dress is better. I don't know. It's doesn't really do anything for me. I can't really talk bad about it either. It's the art, the execution is correct. I think it looks good. This Miles Morales What If thing, I think is just straight hype right now. It's nothing. I don't think nothing really long term. It's not worth the investment. A lot of people buying these books. The color scheme, I don't like the color scheme for Miles with the Wolverine costume. It just doesn't look right. The Venom looks cool, looks interesting. Like I said, the rendering is great on it. Well rendered. I don't know. This just kind of leaves me not much to say. It's just like, okay, it's a nice book. Move on.
Yeah, I agree. Trade dress is definitely better. That empty space is atrocious.
Yeah.
And again, it has the What If on there, so you got the old school What If kind of type, and then you've got the old school Hulk 181 type with the Miles Morales Becomes Wolverine. So I like that, and Berens is just a master with these cover arts. I love his style. I love the detail. I love the coloring, the shading. There's something that kills me though. It's I don't know. I'm probably sure it's not his choice, but that jacket and that hoodie on him
Yes.
Can that be gone? Because I want to see that full outfit with the colors.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get you there.
But the rest of it, it's great. He does Venom great. It's probably what, $45 for the set. So it might be okay.
Jeff, I totally agree with you with the hoodie. So the inside color of that hood, like his hoodie, shouldn't be orange.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't match like what he's wearing at all. And even if you look at the little decal, like at the very top, I mean, it's like a bluish purple or a purple hoodie, right? That inside should not be the same color as like his mask. It doesn't feel right. And then seeing like Miles have 4 adamantium claws, that just, I'm like, what the heck is that?
The hoodie looks like a trash bag that's hanging around his neck. That's what it reminds me of.
It's like a parachute, dude.
Yeah, it's like a trash
bag. It does kind of look like a parachute.
You know?
Like a little spoiler.
Spoiler. Slow down, man.
Oh man, but yeah, it's like definitely in agreement with you guys.
So wait, are they doing a what if for Miles instead of doing Miles verse, like Gwen verse?
Yes.
That's what it feels like, right? They're doing the same thing but 2 different names.
Yep, I would agree with that.
I would have bought it if they called it Wolveralis.
Wolveralis, I love it. I cannot wait to read your article, Mike. I'm sure one of these you'll be calling it Wolveralis because it's going to be out this week. You're going to pick. You're just going to find a cover that you like so much, and you're just going to put it there and be like, Wolveralis.
I might have to just so I can coin it. Yeah, like boobies spelled with Hughes in the middle.
Yes,
that's in a lot of my articles if you've read them. Boobies.
Oh my god.
Does this version of Wolverine have an Australian accent or a Canadian accent?
Ooh,
good question.
Yes, good question.
All right. And then moving on to Amazing Spider-Man #1, and this one's by Mike Mayhew. You can actually get it on his website as well as from Eastside Comics and KRS. LE 3000, 1000. Jeff, what are your thoughts on this one?
Okay, I love Spider-Man, and I hate that they're doing the money grab thing again with the #1. And there is literally like 40 regular covers.
Yes.
And more, then there's store exclusives on top of that. Kill me. I honestly, it's like half of these villains look great and half of them look terrible.
Yep.
Like that Sandman, he's fat. Why is he fat?
Oh
like
my
his
God,
neck is super like he's the Blob. And
play face.
I would not buy this. I'm sorry. Now this might be okay for some people because I mean it's not bad overall. Don't get me wrong. Like I love, especially for me, I'm a sucker for having like a bunch of someone's rogue gallery on the cover. Very sucker for that. But this is not for me. I do like the way Carnage looks. I like the way maybe a little bit of the Hobgoblin. Kraven looks okay, but everything else, I'm not digging it.
So, just really quickly before Rob, I see you're ready to jump in there, but do you see Spider-Man's like arm?
I know.
It's so disproportionate.
It looks it's weird, right?
Yep,
it's bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Really
I just had to put that out there. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Big Rob.
And actually, Spider-Man is the best thing about this whole cover. That's sad. Yeah, that's sad. So I actually counted the covers. 18 covers for the regular covers. That's incentives and all the variants. That's not including story exclusives. John Ramirez Jr. did a 1-100 with all the villains on the cover. He did it better.
Okay.
It's a little more old school art, a little more kid-friendly art, but it's better. I'd rather buy that than this. I think I showed it in our chat, in our Instagram chat once. The villains are just terrible. The lizard is one that gets me. The lizard is just so bad.
It looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's like some fake ass lizard mask, dude. It's really bad.
Fake ass lizard mask.
The Carnage, when you like the Carnage is horrible. He has the Jay Leno's chin.
What do they call that in Star Trek? The Gore or
the Gorn? Yeah, I guess the lizard.
Oh.
Like the Gorn. Yeah, a little bit. Dude, what's wrong with the Kingpin? I have no clue.
Yep.
What's it called? Giantess? Whatever.
He's like rubbernecking.
Yeah, dude. It's just, and yeah, the Spider-Man is literally the best thing about it. I do like the colors on Spider-Man. Yeah, the proportions are bad. And my Hugh is getting quickly more and more on my shit list because I think every week I've been like just killing his covers. So yeah, dude, dude, I'm not paying for this shit. Get out of here.
Rob, that's a great segue. I was in love with Mike's work for years, especially his Vampirilla stuff and those pieces that he did. And every week, these are getting worse and worse. Honestly, this cover is making me a little ill. Like this is making I have to check with my doctor and see if I have legitimate OCD because this cover is actually making me angry a little bit. It also feels like two different artists drew it, which kind of I can't place it. Like the Venom looks like one artist, and that same artist did Kingpin and
maybe right
part of I don't even know like what the hair on Doc Ock, and then
is he Alfalfa?
I mean, first of all, I hate covers that are this busy anyway, but I could put that aside for what's trying to be accomplished here with the Rogues Gallery thing. I have not seen the Romita Senior. I'd like to see that. But this cover actually bothers me. It actually makes me angry.
Let's move on quickly then, so we can prevent further injury.
Mike, before Mike actually starts yelling at this.
It was getting worse as I was staring at it. So yeah, let's move.
All right, here we go. And then moving on to J. Scott Campbell and his plethora of homages and works for Amazing Spider-Man #1 that you can find on his website. As you can see, that the cover G, which is just all of the faces, it's the rarest of them all at 1,200 copies. And knowing what Campbell has been doing, you have to buy every single one of them in order to get that G cover. But you guys have at it.
That rare 7th cover little logo, that's the funniest shit ever. It's like he really thinks we're stupid as hell or something. And it's the rarest thing ever. You need to buy this. It's like, dude, stop it.
Well, his fans are going to do it. They always do.
They're suckers. These dude, you could tell he drew this shit like in 5 minutes each. At least the pencils, right? It didn't take him long to draw. And obviously the face thing in the background is something you've done in the past and you just posted it in there. So it's easy work for him. It's easy money for him, right? It's just he's killing it with this.
Yes.
I want to give him any kind of props on this. For me personally, I like the Spider-Man colors. That's about it. J. Scott Campbell, dude. I don't know what's going on with your life, but you just obviously don't care, or you're just too busy, or something's going on, right? So
yeah, that's what bothers me most about this whole set of things, and is that it feels like he doesn't care about his fans. That sucks.
Yeah.
They will pony up the money for anything he does, and he's got plenty of beautiful covers in the past, but this is painful too. And I know I've kind of been Nancy negative tonight. I really have been. I hate the money grab thing, and this is such a money grab. It really bothers me a lot. And none of these covers are good. That's the other thing. If a few of them were good, like 2 or 3 of them were good, I might even say, yeah, it might be worth it. You get the rare one, you get a couple of nice covers, maybe sell the other ones for $10-15 a piece, make some of your money back. Everybody's good, yay. But I can't even say that about this set. It's just bad.
Yeah, I love J. Scott Campbell too. I really do. And this is like what I just said. It upsets me that they're doing the money grab with the Amazing Spider-Man 1. This makes it all the worse.
Yeah.
All the freaking worse. Because if you really look at them in detail, like each individual, I know it's hard to look at, like focus on each single one because there's 7 different covers up here. Just look at the rare cover he's saying. It's all over all 6 covers. What is he talking about? What is the rarity of it? It's literally the background of every cover.
It's a Peter Parker face or Spider-Man face.
And on top of all of that, like the lighting on the costumes are off. They're making weird lines. it's like that Miles, like his right leg technically. It just looks off. I don't know why it looks off. It's like he's got a fatty inside part of his leg.
He drew it wrong. It's drawn bad. Yeah, it's just shitty art. What it is, really.
The proportion on Spider-Gwen's feet that throwing me off. I'm so sorry, J. Scott. You've done way better art, and like Rob said, I feel like this is a little lazy for him.
I get that his exaggerated style is what people like, and I know that some of that needs to be in all of his covers. I get that, but this is you're right. It's not acceptable when you're not paying attention to some of the basics of art, like lighting, and sort of angles and things like that. When things are out of whack, I get that most of his women would break in half at the waist and all those kinds of things, and that's part of his allure. And I'm not even making fun of that. I own plenty of his stuff and have over the past. So, but you can't. I don't know. You can't phone it all in. So there's got to be something that allures you to it, and for his fans, I feel badly.
Yeah, I don't like him. The only one that I would like or would try to get, but I'm still not getting it. But my favorite out of the bunch would be the Miles. But yeah, that's really it. Like maybe Spider-Punk, but. You know, I mean, I don't like the background. Like some of his faces, like just don't do it. You know,
7 covers from one guy. I don't get it.
Yep. All right, moving on to one of our favorites here, Adam Hughes, for Harley Quinn number 13, and it is a store exclusive for Frankie's and Golden Apple, LE 3000, and the Virgin variant is 1000, and this is Hughes homaging himself. This is like the Catwoman homage with the lost numbers on it. So let's start off with Mike. You are a Adam Hughes homer. So what are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's fun. I like a few choices here. I passed on it. I came real close to pulling the trigger on it. I love the backwards boobless spelled out like it's on the calculator.
I got that as you were saying it.
But I like the choice. I like the choice of not showing boobs on a Hughes cover is kind of hysterical, really, in a lot of ways, especially for Harley. I mean, yes, this is probably his most iconic original cover, the Lost Numbers Catwoman cover, and so I get why he's doing that. But it wasn't good enough for me to pony up the $45 or whatever it was. I just like it. It's not my favorite Hughes in the world, definitely, but it's definitely got its fun choices. I like the hair though this time. This is good hair, Adam. Well done on the hair.
I like it. I actually, so at first when I first saw it, I think I saw it last when we were doing our picks, right? Our top picks, and I thought it was ugly at first, and now I see a bigger picture of it. I was like, oh wow, she looks pretty realistic. It looks like someone who's dressed in like cosplay. I was kind of surprised. It threw me off, and yeah, the hair is great. I actually like the humor of this cover more than just the art. I mean, the boobless part, the fact that he has 69 above her head. I mean, it is pretty freaking hilarious. And considering 69 should have been on the other side of it, right? It should be underneath. So the fact that you put the 69 up there, you just did on purpose. It just makes it funnier. So honestly, just for the funnies, it's a good cover.
Yeah, it's fun. It is fun.
It's a fun cover. Yeah, I can't afford it right now because again, my incentive pool is just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the covers. I love the attitude on this cover. Her attitude, the humor, all about it. It's great. I personally rather just save my money, don't buy it, and get more money and buy the Catwoman cover. I think you're better off doing that. That's the original, and that one's brilliant.
Yep.
I did have no issues with the actual art, and so I just noticed one thing. I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong, but the hair. This is like it feels like there's a weird like white thing all over her hair, and it's just like almost like white out. I noticed that it's like I know it's like the ends of the hair he's trying to draw, but it just almost feels like they spilled like white paint on her hair. So
I see. The highlights are too much. They're too bright.
yeah. I'm nitpicking, I guess, but it's good art. If you love store variants and you like to get the Virgin and the trades and all that stuff, and you love Adam Hughes, you're gonna probably get it.
And I do love Adam Hughes, and I still skipped it. It was not good.
Yeah.
You know, I like the trade dress. You know, it doesn't. I don't. It to me, it doesn't feel like it's taken away from the book.
How much is the trade dress? $15?
Yeah, 20. It might be like $20 or less.
It's 20.
It's 20.
You know, I mean, I dig the trade dress. Personally, I would buy the trade dress.
And it's 45, I think, for the set.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pull the trigger either on this one. I was just like, you know. Yeah. But again, just giving it another look. Now I'm kind of leaning more towards buying it. But
the set or the trade dress?
I would just get the trade dress. I wouldn't get the set because the Virgin variant, there's nothing new. It doesn't do anything, and that trade didn't hide anything.
Yeah, because there's too much other stuff that are numbers and letters and things on the cover art.
Yep.
Anyway, so virginizing it doesn't really virginize it.
Exactly. At the end of the day. And plus, like if they move that Harley Quinn the logo to the very top, like you would miss that 69. Right. You know, and then I'd be like, oh, I want the Virgin variant because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But because it's on the bottom, I mean, it's not really doing anything. I'm like, you know what? It's perfect placement.
I do like the fact that he chose her original costume.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's definitely cool. Does anybody have the Catwoman here?
Yeah. I had the Catwoman one, 9.8 signed by Hughes.
And
I sold it. I had the whole Hughes Catwoman set.
I think Mike almost passed out.
I had every single one of them.
No, I have the whole set, but it took me a long time.
But I had them all graded 9.8.
Actually, I don't have the Convergence one, which I'm kind of pissed at.
Oh, that was a nice one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I don't have that one.
But yeah, I got rid of them all. But yeah, the Catwoman one, holding the lost numbers, was one of my favorites, along with the one where she's looking in the mirror and you see her reflection when she's going to the safe. I mean, the way
that's my favorite.
Yes, the way it looked. I mean, it was perfect. You know, I mean,
that's
it was
my favorite. I agree. I think that's better than the Lost Numbers cover, in my opinion. That's the best one. I get why the Lost Number. It's like trashy, sexy. Like I get it, but the safe cracking one with the mirror is way better from an artistic standpoint.
Yep. All right, and then moving on to one of our favorites here is Gabriel Dell'Otto, and this is again Amazing Spider-Man #1 that you can find at Big Time Collectibles, limited to 3,000 and Virgin of 1,000. Big Rob, we haven't heard from you in a bit, right? So why don't you go first?
No, another Amazing Spider-Man #1, fucking cover 1 million. It looks like he's trying to homage, or like he's like somebody's trying to copy Jim Lee almost in a way. I get that vibe. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I get that vibe to it. It's okay. I don't think it's bad. It's cool, but it sucks that there's so many of #1. I wouldn't buy this for all those negative points there. It's all right. Sorry, I can't give more detail. Doesn't do shit for me personally. It's just normal.
The gargoyle is amazing, actually. The Spider-Man's not great, especially knowing what Dell'Otto's able to do with Spidey. You know, in the past, other covers that he's done that are amazing. I mean, just unbelievable. And this one is not. It's okay. There's nothing bad about it. I like it, but I think the colors on Spidey are a little too bright for me. Maybe I don't know. Anyone else seeing that?
Well, I mean, because considering the light is behind him.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, the light's behind him, so why is the front of him so bright?
Yeah, it should be. Maybe that side could be like, but the rest of it shouldn't be.
Maybe he's trying to tell you there's a spotlight at him or something from the bottom coming, right? That's what he's trying to say. I guess, yeah, I do see the gargoyle. The gargoyle is pretty cool, but
yeah, I mean, it's a typical Dell'Otto cover. I mean, I'm actually getting tired of seeing people on top of statues. and kind of like crouching. It's all the same. It's just, different person, or hell, it's mostly Spider-Man, honestly.
That's where I get the Jim Lee part, right? He did it with Batman and Superman. That was
yeah,
yeah.
where they're on the gargoyle, yeah. So it's just it's one of those things where it's being played out for me, and so I'm out.
Yeah, agreed.
So if you guys are out of this one, what about this one?
Sorry, we're being so negative today.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm really double out. I take the other one first, honestly.
Yeah,
so would I absolutely. Yeah, this is and he has executed these pastels over black paper in the past really well. There's a couple of Venom ones that work really nicely. Yeah. But it doesn't work on this. I guess maybe, I don't know, there's too much shadow everywhere, and it just doesn't work for me. This is just a no for me.
It's the opposite, right?
It's too dark.
Yeah, you can't see him. The other one, he's too bright. This one, he's too dark.
Yeah, I think he got these switched around, in my opinion.
Yeah, and seriously.
Because when you have the American flag on, why are you so shaded and so dark? Like, it's supposed to bring that bright hope. And then on top of all of that, like, it pisses me off because the concept of this is really awesome, right? It looks like he's on a tower that has a flag on it, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like that it's just the top of it too. I wish I could have had a background with it. Just all the darkness and everything is just, again, I'm out. It looks the same as everything else.
Yeah.
And how do you fuck up Spider-Man and the American flag together? These two bold primary colors.
Yeah,
this should be just like in your face, just bright and hope and happy thoughts. This is what it's supposed to like bring to you. 4th of July, hot dogs, all that shit. And this is depressing. This is
At least put a blue sky in the back. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that might have helped actually.
You call it? What's next? Gonna put the damn twin towers in the background?
Man.
Make it more depressing. Ooh. I know, too soon.
That's dark.
But it's that kind of depressing to me. It's like the American flag should never be portrayed in this manner, like so depressing.
No. And just FYI, you guys, in case you guys didn't know, you can tell. Big Rob did serve our country. Yes. He was in the Navy. So thank you for your service, Big Rob.
Yes, thank you very much, very much.
All right.
You're right. I mean, even regardless of that, I mean,
no,
right. It shouldn't be depicted that way.
We've seen so many of these dark pastel covers from Delato that I'm like, it's just nothing new. It doesn't do anything for me.
It works when the theme is right, like a Venom book, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, I've seen it. I've seen this work before. I'm like, I'm not impressed. I passed, even though it's like a limited to 777. I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't care.
Spectral was probably pretty psyched when they were like, "Oh, we got Delato for a cover."
Yeah.
His art is great, but like your choice here is terrible.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, I guess so.
Yep, execution not great.
All right, and then moving on to Patrick Gleason, and this is one of his webhead variants, and this one is for the Green Goblin, which is LE of 1500 for the Virgin variant, and then he also has a trade dress one as well, and I believe that one's at 3000. You know what, Big Rob, you're shaking your head. Tell me why.
I know we're all tired of Gleason's web thing. I think we're all burned out. We don't want it anymore. Yep. But I kind of actually like this cover. I'm sorry.
So you're shaking your head at yourself.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's the primary. I guess it's the green bright colors that make me like it. But I'm not gonna buy it because I'm not supporting this abuse he's doing on the Marvel fans here, overproducing this shit to death. Yep. Sorry, Patrick.
Exactly the same. I'm not even going to waste our time on the show. I hate it. I hate that these are still coming out. Stop. Please stop. For God's sake. For the love of your God and body, stop.
Oh, God, Mike, please don't hate me.
Oh, no. You bought it.
Right? Yeah.
I bought 2 sets.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to tell you right now, like, I thought about it. It took me about an hour to actually think about it. Okay, it was on the site. I don't even know. It's probably still on the site.
I think it is.
I get it. I was the same way. I was like, oh, these freaking web freaking covers, and it's getting old, and he's playing it out fast. It's like running its course super fast.
Yeah, it is.
And then when I saw this, I was like, raw. I got pissed at myself. Why do I like this? And the concept of, I think it might be because of the colors. I think the colors saves him so much because the green pops so much, the yellow eyes pop so much,
purple,
and the fact that it's a black purplish kind of background, and it fits so well for this character that I had to get it. And again, Goblin is probably one of my favorite villains. He's just so maniacal and unpredictable, and he's still smart as hell. So like, that's like that crazy genius insanity kind of thing. And that's why I love the Green Goblin. This looks so great.
I just noticed something. Is that supposed to be Gwen Stacy hanging in the bottom there?
Oh my goodness.
I thought it was SpiderMan at the bottom.
No, it's like
that
hanging dead.
This made it so much better.
I think that's what's supposed to be like.
You know what? It makes sense because the spider's in the mouth and the spider's connected to. Yes.
It's Gwen Stacy hanging dead, basically, from the end of the spider web.
That is way cool. I love it.
Damn it. Damn you, Patrick.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry, Mike.
I love you guys. I love you guys. But bye.
all right. Let's move on. Okay, no more talk about these webhead. We got one more webhead variant. Patrick Gleason's website, LE of 700. Now this one immediately sold out the day of release, and it is a virgin variant. Jeff, did you partake?
I did not. I actually missed this one, and I'm kind of glad. I actually like this a little less than the other one.
Yeah,
and I don't know why. Maybe it just feels a little off on her, like right in the middle of her head looks a little off, or the top. It might be because it's like a hair bun and it's a little crooked, so I get it. I'm again, it's good. It's just I like the other one better. That's just my personal opinion. I think people will like this just as much, if not more, too. You know, I can see people really liking this. But if I was gonna choose one, I chose the other one, and I'm okay that it sold out. I know it's a limited 700, and that's a big deal, especially for Marvel covers. But yeah, it's just a personal choice. Just personal choice. I'm not hating on it. But Mike is gonna kill me.
Mike's like, I don't like you anymore, Jeff.
No, not at all. I mean, you know, I was with everybody else when the first one dropped. I thought it was a cool concept, and I actually liked it. I bought one and the whole thing, and then it just got played out, and I'm just sick of seeing them. It's the peach Momoko lemongrass all over again. Like enough with the same stuff over and over and over and over, just jamming it down our throats. I think this cover is not bad, actually. I don't think the other one's bad either, if I'm really being honest. But I just, you know, the ship sailed for me, and that's that.
Then we'll just move on. We'll just
wait, no, Alonzo, you're not skipping out on these two. Did you get these two?
I did.
I knew it.
I did. I bought them.
But
I got this one too before it sold out.
Why is there a Black Widow on this cover too? I don't get it. The little spider, that's a Black Widow. He has a little red. I don't know, because you can see a little red on the belly of the spider. So
interesting.
It's very, very small, but that's just a little thing. I like the spider. The rest of the cover is like.
All right. But we'll move in because we'll move on because we don't want to send Mike to the hospital.
No,
at least not yet. At least not yet. But this one is our last store exclusive of the show, and it's by Greg Horn. And it's for Bird City Comics, and as you can tell, this is the beautiful Anne Hathaway.
Sorry, Bird City. I personally don't like it. I can see why people might like it. I just think the something's wrong. Is the body too small or the head too big? So it's one or the other. It just doesn't match well. It just throws me off. It doesn't. It just makes me weirds me out. If I see a woman like this with just little tiny giant head, it'll be like, what the hell? I'll do one of those, right? But the colors, the lighting, the texturing, that's well executed, I think, by Greg Horn. The great representation of Anne Hathaway. It's just the proportion of her body to her head. It just throws me off a little bit.
Okay,
I'm not seeing that as much as I am a bad proportion on that right arm. I realize there's some shadow there, and I realize there's that glint of light that goes down the outside, which would make it a little thicker, but even then, it's still too thin. I mean, when you're looking at the far shoulder is bigger than the front shoulder. That shouldn't be. So I think that's the thing that's throwing me off proportionally. I actually don't really have a problem with the body and the head thing as much as I have a problem with the arms, which is too bad because otherwise this cover is stunning. In my opinion, I really like the rest of it. And I would probably have bought it had I not been able. If I had been able to unsee the arms, I might be able to buy it. But I passed on this one as well. But I think you're right. It's a beautiful rendition of Hathaway. I like the light in the back being so bright, and I really like the concept, and I think the execution overall is really good. 90% of it. Those arms bother me.
And she's standing in front of the bat symbol. Looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So, I love Bird City. I love the owners.
Oh, we love Bird City, man.
Oh, absolutely.
They are great people. I'm gonna get canceled for saying this crap. So like there's this thing in like the social media world where like especially like YouTube or Reddit or something like that. I think there's like a arms to breast like ratio thing, right? And I don't
maybe that's it.
I'm not subscribing to this, okay? But there is a thing about it. There's a YouTuber that gets all this harass about it.
Yeah.
And so maybe I can accept that her arms is stupid skinny. But I really like the face. I like the details in the mask.
Yes.
I love the freaking the background with the bat symbol, the bat signal. I even like the kind of like the ghostly numbers kind of going away on the right hand side. It looks like a 7 and an 8. So like I kind of like all of that. It does throw me off with the arm a little bit because it's like really skinny, and she's really well endowed.
Maybe I'm wrong. That's it. Maybe she's taking out her chest and her arms look really small like this with her head out.
It could be an angle, and it could be just the lighting that throws it off.
That's what's throwing me off probably. Then it's her sticking out her boobs, and they're making her arms and shoulder look really small with her head kind of sticking out with it.
I'm gonna say 98% of it I like.
Yeah.
I dug it. I bought 2 copies of it, and I do not regret it. I mean,
I know you did.
Like she's gorgeous. This art is gorgeous. The cover, I love it. Like I love everything about it.
No, hey man, art's subjective.
To each its own.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's nothing
couldn't
wrong
help
with
myself.
it.
I can't blame you for buying it. There's no doubt about it. It's beautiful. Otherwise, it's just the one thing. There's a lot of covers like that where there's that one thing. You know, what's the big famous Superman cover with the chains? The Neil Adams one that everyone buys?
Unchained. The Unchained version.
Look at that front
Superman.
leg. It's like twice the. If you were to like straighten him out, it's like twice the size of the back leg. It actually bothers Neil Adams too if you talk to him about it. But I mean, that cover's iconic. People spend all kinds of money on that thing. So lots of covers have those weird proportional problems that are still hits. Either way, and this is a beautiful cover. There's no doubt about it.
We'll see. Alonzo could put this next to the Michelle Pfeiffer lookalike one.
Oh yeah.
Now you got all your Catwomans in a row.
Yeah.
Now you just need someone to make the 66 Batman versions.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I need a Zoe Kravitz.
The new one. Yeah.
And we need a Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Mike, talk to me.
Okay, I almost feel bad talking about my articles since I was so negative this week. I feel really badly.
Well, you know what? That means your articles are just going to be so much more positive, right?
And actually, they are this week. Cover Fire is very positive. Lots of good A and B covers this week. There's actually 9 covers on the list this week, which is a lot for me. So so check it out over on CBSI, which is comicbookinvest.com. I write this every week. It's just the Wednesday drops that aren't incentives and aren't store exclusives. It's just the A and B cover price books. So I just like to keep the article up there for budget conscious collectors that still want good art. And then Cover Tunes this week is still being worked on. So, but I'm excited about it, and that is my weekly sort of look at, just kind of general market, whatever the spirit moves me to do. Sometimes it's a character, sometimes it's an artist, and this week is a top 10 list like I've been doing. So if you've been reading those, this is another one of those.
I'm really looking forward to see if Wolverine is going to be in Cover Fire this Tuesday. I want to see it.
Find out.
Miles
You
Reed.
need to work it in there somewhere if you don't have the cover.
Don't worry, it's covered.
All right.
I see the pun.
Yep.
That's right. All right. Thanks a lot, Mike. And then for us, for our upcoming shows, Jeff, what do you have coming on today at 5:30?
Yeah, so today, well, if you guys didn't know, of course, we've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks or month. We had a little local comic book community private viewing of the Batman on Saturday. And let me tell you, it was fun. It was a busy weekend, a great weekend. And we saw John Comics with kids. Matter of fact, we saw the whole family, and his family is adorable in person. I'm telling you, they're just as adorable in person, even more so. We hung out with who else came? I know a lot of people came. My mind went blank.
Comics on the Edge.
Yes, Comics on the Edge.
Robert. We had
a bunch of our friends came by. Yeah, and so hopefully later on today, some of them will join us and we'll talk about the Batman and what we all thought.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Like yes, I want to talk more about the Batman.
I loved it.
Yes.
Spoiler
Yes.
alert.
I'm gonna revisit Twilight because I loved Robert Pattinson.
Oh
so
my
much
God.
No, I'm not going that far. No, okay.
I'll revisit Tenet.
Okay, now I really quit.
Now, see, why'd you go there? He's not Twilight Boy anymore, okay?
Oh, all right.
No, he's Cedric Diggory.
Hey, you know what? He did really great in that role.
He did. I agree.
Right.
He killed it.
All right,
Tenet.
Sorry.
Big Rob, take it away.
All right, this Thursday, it's our Mundo Mail Call for Team Nerd Podcast with our special guest, BX Boxer, and this show is about us showing you what we got for the week or past few weeks, and we'll discuss other nerdly topics. So join us Thursday, 7 p.m. live from our YouTube channel.
All right. Thanks a lot, Big Rob. And for us on Sunday, you're going to get the recording of our top picks for New Comic Book Day for March the 16th. Can't wait to talk to the group and see what we all pick for this upcoming New Comic Book Day. And that is all we have for our upcoming shows. So, guys, who wants to take us out? I know we have a lot of trouble with this. Who wants to volunteer?
I already forgot.
If you want to do it right, cover Lovers for Life.
Yes. Leave it to Mike. Thank you, Mike. All right.
It's the only responsible one.